Hi, my name is Kirsten Dailey, and this is my weekly summary. I started off by reading through the syllabus and highlighting parts that I thought were important. I also started in my physics journal writing the assignments that we had to complete. Here is just a picture of my physics journal. After that, I decided to start working on the first assignment. We were asked 3 questions. What is physics? What is reality? And is physics real? I already knew essentially what physics is, but I never really thought of how to describe what reality is and also if physics is real. I thought about this question for a long time. What is reality? I came to the conclusion that reality is what is actually happening, and it doesn't necessarily have to do with your perception, although other people's perception can lead them to believe they are experiencing a reality that is not necessarily what is actually happening. My fellow classmates made some really good points, so it was interesting to read their responses. For the first assignment in Module 2, we read your assertions on the nature of science. It gave me a better understanding of the aspects of science and also the common misconceptions. The Neat Resources assignment for this week focused on 3D printing. Much like most of the class, I had very little previous knowledge of 3D printing. However, after looking through what my classmates posted, I was just amazed at this type of technology. After doing some research of my own, one thing that really stood out to me was the possibility of creating a life-size model of your baby before it's born using a sonogram. I was also pretty amazed that you can own your own 3D printer and they don't cost that much. These 3D printers can make anything from a tiny object to even the world's first printed car, which is called the Irby. The most mind-blowing thing for me is that the Italian engineer Enrico Dini is actually printing buildings with this technology. Considering all the new information I've learned, I decided to connect that information to the relevance in my life. As a current kinesiology student, my plans in the future are to become a physical therapist and one day own my own office. It has been my dream to work with patients who need prosthetics and help them learn how to use the prosthetics and become successful. I always wondered how that would be possible to create prosthetics for my patients, and with the new knowledge that I have now of 3D printing, I know that it's possible to have a 3D printer in my office and be able to create custom prosthetics for my patients. And most importantly, 3D printing will allow me to research and discover potentially new prosthetics that have not been created yet. For our homework, we had to read chapters 1 through 3. This is a picture of me working on chapter 1, which was coordinates. I already previously knew a lot about coordinates from other classes, but I did not know about the z-axis. Chapter 2 was a lab on coordinates. We had to measure our room and our table and our chair to find the center of our chair and the center of our table. In Chapter 3, we got to work on the program called VPython. And so here are some sped up videos and some pictures of me working on VPython. I spent several hours on every assignment, including this one actually making this video. So in total, I would say that I spent approximately 20 hours. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I really look forward to seeing what the rest of the class entails.